Good evening, everyone. My name is Adam Ortiz, and I'm here to present to you my informative speech. By the end of my speech, you, the audience, will be well informed and knowledgeable of safety and precautions in and out of the workforce. My introduction: each year, millions of people are injured in the workplace. One of the most difficult tasks facing employers is to identify the hazards associated with the products and equipment used by the employees. Such careful considerations will not only provide a safe work environment for the employee, but protect the employer as well, and that cost associated with the workplace injuries, workers' compensation, loss of productivity, and litigation will be minimized. My main points of discussion will be: first, the OSHA Occupational Safety and Health Administration with ANSI American National Standards Institute. Next, Hazard Communication Standards HCS pictograms. Then, using a practice guide of OSHA and ANSI, signs examples include danger, warning, caution, notice, safety, and biohazard. Much of my information I'm going to share with you today came from OSHA with ANSI, United States Department of Labor, Clear on Safety, Occupational Health and Safety, and Total Environment. So, let's begin to discuss what OSHA and ANSI were first initially created as to why it was created. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration is a government agency that was created by Congress in 1971 as a subset of the Department of Labor. Contrary to ANSI, OSHA's mission to assure safe working conditions for employees by setting and enforcing standards. ANSI was established 100 years ago in the year 1918 and was formerly known as the American Engineer Standards Committee. These institutions were created on the sole purpose of mitigating and reducing the hazards in today's workforce. Employees and employers learn to be aware of all hazards dealt with product work environment. Next, I will speak with you on the Hazard Communication Standard HCS pictograms. As of June 1st, the Hazard Communication Standard HCS will require pictograms and labels to alert users of the chemical hazards which they may be exposed. Each pictogram consists of a symbol on a white background framed with a red border and represents a distinct hazard. So we have the health hazard, the flame, exclamation mark, gas cylinder, corrosion, exploding bomb, flame over cycle, environment non-mandatory, skull and crossbones. As to my visual aid that I have here for the Hazard Communication Standard pictograms, the health hazards contains carcinogen, mutagenicity, reproductive toxicity. Flame has flammables, pyrophorics, self-heating, emits flammable gas. We have the exploding bomb, explosive, self-reactive, corrosion, skin corrosion, burns, eye damage, gas cylinder, gases under pressure, flame over cycle, oxidizes, skull and crossbones, acute toxicity, fatal or toxic. So these are some of the pictograms that you will have to use. So it is very understandable when you look these up for pictograms and the hazards that you'll be able to use them in today's workforce. Okay? And lastly, the best practice guides to OSHA and ANSI safety signs examples include danger, warning, caution, notice, safety, and biohazard, which I have over here as a visual aid for you all to notice. Here's some of the color coding that's in relation to it. Danger in red, warning in orange, caution in yellow, notice in blue, green, safety, biohazard, orange, or red. So the primary hazard classifications: the danger will be black, white, and red. The warning, orange, white, and black. And another few right here. You have the general safety signs with the eye wash, green, white, and fire extinguisher, red, white, and the yellow caution with black, white, and red, which is all these signs are now much more formative than what they used to be back in the early 1900s. Okay, so Again, one must understand the importance of these safety signs. Understanding the proper classes and severity of all signs and knowing where to place them are the steps to take identifying the hazard. In conclusion, today we have learned and understood the safety guidelines set forth by OSHA and ANSI. Next, we discovered hazard communication standards and learned what types of labels used to identify chemical hazards. Finally, we learned the best uses on safety signs and how to implement them and how to identify hazards to keep everyone in a safe work environment. My clincher statement: I want everyone to know and to be aware that there are everyday hazards in every workforce throughout the United States. Way back when in the early 1900s, these safety measures were started to be put in place for a reason, and that to keep everyone safe for generations to come and continue to work in a safe environment. Thank you all for listening to my informative speech. I greatly appreciate it.